And we are.
Okay, yes, I think we are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in this world. This is Paramita, and I am here with my co business owners from all around the world. And if you follow us regularly, you know that every Monday we come here live as a group and we share a lot of things about our business and we that why we do it. We want to help you so that you know what is this business about and you can take an informed decision, and we can help you in every step. So before we start today's session, I would like to introduce ourselves. I would like to start with myself. My name is Paramita, originally from India, currently living in London, UK, with my husband and children. I'm a certified graphic designer, worked as teacher and art teacher. Currently, I'm a full time digital entrepreneur. And that's my short introduction. And then I will give it to Praveen.
Good day, everyone. Myself, Praveen, was originally from India. So I lived in Australia for almost 12 years and currently living in Texas, USA with my family. I'm an engineer by profession and also a proud digital business owner. Over to you, Mercy.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from us today. I am Mercy, also originally from the Philippines, and I am currently living in Germany with my husband. I'm a wife and I'm a dressmaker by trade. I am working part time, and I'm also making working part time on my online business. And I'm now also a proud digital business owner. Goes to you, Sophia.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you who are watching and will be watching this. My name is Sophia, and I am an ICU nurse by trade, a mom of two little ones, a wife to a nurse, and an immigrant from the Philippines, living here in Texas as well. I hope you guys are having a great day. Back to you, Paramita.
Thank you so much for introducing yourselves. And today is, we are actually planned something different. Usually, we choose a topic, and we all of us answered that to help you, you all who are watching us or going to watch us later. But today, we decided to do something different. So, among four of us, Sis Sophia, who is a ICU nurse, she is also a successful digital entrepreneur, right? And recently in our business, she achieved a huge milestone. And we are very, very happy and proud. And we don't want to just celebrate within ourselves, we want to celebrate with all of you by sharing her story, her journey, so that you can also, start a business, even whatever profession you are in. If you are a parent, if you're juggling with one or two jobs, you can do it too. So when you listen to Sophia's, story, I'm sure that you will definitely be inspired and you will start your digital journey too. So without any delay, I would like to invite Sis Sophia to share her story with all of us.
Thank you so much, Paramita. This is an honor to share my journey. It's been, you know, a successful journey. It's tough, right? But when there's toughness that goes around, there's also growth that happens. And this business have given me such um, a new perspective, a new purpose, and a new mission to serve others. And I started my journey during the global health crisis. And, as an ICU nurse, I was in the red zone, as you say, because the pandemic was really um, was in the ICU. We were there. I was pregnant and I delivered during that time, and that is when the milestone of my as a brand new mom and have a brand new child. The fear definitely could be paralyzing, when you are in that setting where I was at. And so that is the one that really, I ended up missing milestones because of that. And then when my daughter was born, my second child was born, I didn't want to miss any more milestones. So I started looking for something that I can actually do at home that would fit our life. And I just couldn't find anything that will actually pay enough to survive as now, mom of two, parent of two little ones. So I was really, really desperate. Right. I was desperate. I'm exhausted already because of the aftermath of the pandemic. I was exhausted. I was burned out already. And then you put the exhaustion of being a brand new mom, then now a second mom. It was just really piling after piling, So I was really, really grateful that I had found a video of a nurse who was also missing milestones of her kids, and she didn't even know that her kids were reading already because she was working six times a day out of the week as a nurse. She was also a sole income earner, and I was very, very grateful that I saw that video because it really speak to I wasn't alone. There are other people out there who are experiencing what I was experiencing, and that there is a solution out there. And it was really enlightening when I saw the community that regular people are earning online, and not just pennies, not just $1, $2, actually lucrative amount of money that you can earn online and be sustainable as families, right? So I didn't hesitate. Like I said, I was very desperate. So I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just went head on. So I all of us have 24/7 time, and I was still able to be successful in this digital business because this business really does fit in the lifestyle of being a mom as a nurse who's still working, at bedside, and still able to serve. And that is the most important thing for me. I got into nursing because I wanted to serve people, and that was the most important thing for me. And if I would have had a business, which I never own a business, by the way, if I would have had a business, it would have been something like serving as well, because my heart is just in serving others. And I am very, very grateful that this business is not very far off from nursing, and um, it allows me to serve other families as well who's in the same exact position where I was when I was looking for an option, when I was looking for an answer to our situation. So I'm very, very grateful, and I will never ever look back to where I was at. This business have been such a blessing for us that it had allowed me to be PRN now as a nurse. I'm able to serve my family better. I have more time, and I am on track to retiring 25 years earlier than most people. So I don't have to wait until I'm 65 to retire. And I can actually do it because of this business, the blessing that this business has given us. So I'm very, very grateful that this business showed up in the right time.
Thank you so much, Sophia. This your story, and when you were talking, as I am also in this business, and Some, in somewhere I could resonate with you, because I also needed a change. And when we are like, we are desperate to have a change in our life, then that is the time to take action. And I'm also so very very grateful to this business, and I feel blessed that I took action on right time. So we want to ask you some questions also, which might, people who are going to listen, they might think about those questions. So just being a representative of our viewers, we decided to ask you some questions. So I would like to start with Praveen. Praveen, what question would you like to ask to Sophia?
Yeah, thanks, Paramita. Thanks, Sophia, for the inspiring journey. So for me, as a young parent, okay, so we don't look into the second option of making some money, because I was in the same stage. So I didn't look into the options when my kids were young. But when they started growing, when I felt that my money is running out to support the education, that's when I felt the urge to go and find something, because my income is not sufficient. So there are many parents in my same situation, young parents in my same situation. What advice would you give it to them? That's my first question. And second question, um, when we start anything, we always have the fear of failure. We always have the fear of losing money when it comes to the business. How did you handle that? And what are your thoughts on that? Thank you.
Yeah. So my advice to parents is, we didn't have money when we came to this business. That's why we wanted to start this business, to earn more money. Okay. We didn't have the money, but it is that why that is directing us to take a leap of faith, to take action for the future, because obviously whatever we're doing now is not working, right? It's not working. That's why we are looking for another option. If that is, you don't have time with your kids because you're working so much, you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's not working. If it's a rat race that you just keep going in circle, it's not working. So you will have to take that action, because you're the only one who can save yourself. Nobody else can save you. It's a matter of what are you going to do to solve that issue. And for me, I went full force because I don't want to be in that cycle anymore. I was tired. I was burnt out already. I was exhausted. I was a zombie mom. I do all the work, but I'm not there mentally. I'm not there emotionally. I'm there physically, but I couldn't give anymore. So my advice to parents is, look at your kids. They are our future. You know, what are you going to do so they don't have to go through the same thing that we are going through, that we went through? Because for parents, it's always, we are going to do everything, we are going to give up anything for our kids. And if that's a matter of sleeping few hours while I'm still working as a nurse, and and building this business to the point that it's generating income, even I'm not doing a whole lot anymore, yes, I will certainly do that, right? Because it's hard when time is against you, but all of us have 24/7. We all have 24/7. Every single one of us have the same exact time of the day. And it's a matter of being purposeful with your minute, on what you actually do with your minute. And as a parent, our household is naturally busy, and I find time to still be a mom, still be a present mom, and still be a nurse, and still be, the director of our household, and still be a CEO of my own company, because I'm very purposeful in my business. Whether an hour before the kids wake up, I run the business. Whether it's when they're napping, I run the business. While I'm cooking their food, I'm looking at the business. Whether it's that's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I looked at the business. Grocery shopping, before I step out of the car, I look at the business. And that is how a busy mom like me is able to run a successful business, because I am purposeful and intentional with my time. There's no more scrolling for hours and hours and hours just for entertainment. Every scrolling that I do, it's with a purpose to grow and run a business. So you really have to be thoughtful. And remind me again the second question, Praveen.
So, how did you overcome the fear of failure and fear of
Oh,
losing money?
I there's always fear, right? Because fear is natural. You have to have fear for you in order for you to feel human. But debilitating amount of fear is not healthy. If that fear is stopping you from moving forward in something that is um life changing, that's presented to you, then something else is going on, that you have to dig deep in what is actually going to be your priority. Because for me, family is a priority, and I had fear, right? Because it's a fear of unknown. I've never owned a business before. I'm a nurse. I don't have any business being online. I serve others in a local hospital setting. Now I get to reach globally, and there is a fear to that, because I didn't know what I was doing when I started this business. But education, learning is always the power, right? Knowledge, they always say, is power. When you equip yourself with skills, you might not know it from the very beginning, but if you start growing and start learning, you get comfortable with it, and then that fear goes away. And it's the same exact thing for being a business owner. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it is, what a digital marketing or attraction marketing. But slowly and surely, with the system that we have, I went through the training, I keep learning every single day, to grow my business, and the comfort start coming, right? And the fears start going away. And the mindset is the one really that is the key, because in this business, 20% is actually just the work, and 80% of it is all mindset. If you tell yourself that you are going to fail, you are going to fail. If you live like you are a millionaire now, that you are successful now in your life, nothing can touch you. No obstacle can touch you and tear you down. So if your mindset is good, then it will propel you to any it will get you out in any obstacle that you're going to go through.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sophia. So, you explained so well. I agree with you completely. This business is like, it's 80% mindset. And that mindset is so fear is like, it's natural. Whatever we try to do in our life for the first time, I think the feeling we feel, that is a fear. Like, whether it is a good for us, whether it is a correct for us, whether we will be successful or not. So these things are common. But stopping, why, if you stop yourself with that fear feeling, then you will never grow in your life. So I agree with Sophia 100% that it's okay to have fear, but don't let your fear hold you back. And in our business, we have two steps so that you can have your, plenty time to take an informed decision. So I'd like to now go to Mercy and ask request her to ask question to Sophia, whatever question you want to ask. Sophia, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Um, I am also very inspired of your story, Sophia. Especially you are a mother, you are a nurse, you are a wife. Um, I mean, there's really a lot to do, and you still find time in doing this business. My question is, how did you overcome sometimes when you're feeling bad or you're feeling down or setbacks? How did you overcome it? What drives you to push forward?
Thank you so much for that. That's a great question. And, it's normal as human to have downtime, right? And let alone when you have everything is just so busy.
Mm,
There are times that, you will question yourself. You're like, how much more can I do? How many more things can I do? Because my plate is super full, right? And I really I dig deep. And honestly, the one thing um that get me out of the rot um are my kids, my inspiration, and why I'm doing this business. And I know a lot of parents, can relate to this, but I really dig deep. Why in the first place? Why did I start this business? Because I know the journey will not be easy. There's no journey to be um successful on something. There's no journey that's going to be easy. I know it was going to be, there are bumps along the way and obstacles. And I really it was that is when it's really testing you. Why are you doing this business? And the obstacles that I have gone through have really tested me. Because if the obstacles that I had gone through, it was such a, they're big obstacles that somebody who doesn't really is not very connected to why they started this business could have just thrown the towel and be like, I'm done. I don't want to deal with that. Right. But to me, I have put in so much effort, so much studying, so much learning, so much energy in this business that to me, quitting is just not an option. And I don't make quitting an option. And giving up is not part of my vocabulary for that reason, because I know I'm going to be successful. And it's just a matter of when. It's waiting for me already. I just need to meet it at the right time. So yeah, it's that is the number one thing was why. Two, I surround myself in this business. I'm very, very grateful. I surround myself with like-minded people. And our community is really have been such a gift, because to surround yourself with like-minded people who have gone through the same exact thing, you don't have an option, but you have 20,000, 200 something thousand cheerleaders behind you who want you to be successful. So you don't have any option but to be successful. And and even surrounding yourself with your mentors, connecting with them individually, and grateful for that gift of a community, because I can tell you, coming from nursing, it was such a different feeling for me, because nursing, it's a good job, it's a good paying job, it's a stable job, but the community in general, it's never been united for one purpose. We are there to serve, yeah, but to serve each other as nurses, that is not a thing. It's always been on the negative side. People out to get you, they're huffing and puffing. So there's negativity where I came from, and to be part of a community that lifts each other up, and the willingness to share their experience, the willingness to give so you can be successful as them as well. It was such a different community. So that is really, those two is the key, that gets me out of my low time. But no option but to go up only.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you. But can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Um, do you listen to podcast or motivation so that you will always feel motivated or encouraged to do the business?
Actually, I don't listen to podcasts. I go to our community, um, to find inspiration.
Oh, that's
And I do, since we are in social media, and my time in social media is gathering lessons, or I'm scanning what other people are doing that's in the business. I also follow like motivational people, like Cody Sanchez, Jay Shetty, all of those people. I
mm,
listen to their short inspirational videos. um, and I maybe I could use more time to read, but or listen to a long podcast, but honestly I don't have the time. So the little short videos are the one who are the key for me.
thank you, Sophia, for answering my question.
You're
You
welcome.
inspire me also a lot because I think I have more time than you. I have no children. I have I have enough time, but I have to work so much on myself also. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sis Sophia. And last but not least, I also have question for you. And my question is like, it's actually two questions, but I think you can combine it and answer me. That lot of time, people like you are coming from a totally different background, right? You worked as a nurse. You never did social media marketing, and I'm pretty sure that you are not familiar with this, making reels or lives and what we do for social media marketing, showing your face. So, like, did you feel that, uncomfortable that you have to go to social media? And what, because I got that from some people, who wants to go for a change, but they're not active in social media, they are not very comfortable in social media. So what would you like to tell them? That is my one question. And the other thing is that what made you convinced that you can do this? Because as I told that we have two steps, right? One is the watch the webinar, and then we have the 30 days trial where we have a registration fees of 149. During that time we decide that whether this is for us or not. So during what that time, what what are the things that convinced you that you can do this business?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. And um I was really desperate. I didn't I I was really desperate. I wanted a change because like I said, I was so exhausted and burnt out already. And when this opportunity showed up, I didn't hesitate because I don't have any other option. I can continue what I'm doing for nursing, but for how long? What is going to happen is it's going to be a cause of me losing my mind, affecting my health, and everything else, right? I didn't have any option. So when this presented and I saw the potential, I jumped in right away. I didn't even ask any question to my mentor who I saw the video. I just paid the 149 and I put it in my credit card and I said, I hope to God that this is not a scam, because if it is, then I put it in my credit card and I can flag it as a fraud and get my money back. Okay. So I didn't have any other option, right? But the real question is for those people who are not doing social media, and all that. And just a backstory, I was off social media for 10 years before I found this business. People didn't even know that I have moved to different states, that I've had 2 kids, and all that. People didn't know. So, well, on my very, very first post, when I came back, people were like, oh my goodness, like people were commenting left and right because they didn't know where I have been in the last 10 years. And of course, and at that time, social media have changed as well. I didn't know what is a story, what was a reels. I had to Google, how do you even make a reels, how do you make a story, and that's how far away I was from social media. But the real question for those who says that, I'm not tech savvy or I'm not a social media person, right? The real question is, what are you willing to give up to get out of your situation? If it is just social media, oh, I can learn social media. There's so many videos on YouTube that you can watch. I became part of Google University and YouTube University on a regular basis because I wanted to learn, right? But it's just a matter of learning. But if you're not willing to learn something, we can't help you. That is just an honest truth. If you are not willing to learn, if you are not coachable, if you're not open minded on something that is different than what you're doing, we cannot help you. You
Exactly.
can go somewhere else because this business is for the people who are willing to learn, who are willing to put in the time to be coachable, and who are open minded, because this is very different than what you are doing if you've never owned a business.
Exactly.
So it's a matter of what are you willing to give up? Because for me, I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to give up the time, so my future, my kids future, my family's future is better. Maybe now, not now in an instant, because this is not a get rich quick scheme, but look at me in 1 year, which I'm about to hit next month, and I'm about to retire from nursing. And look at me in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, right? I'm not looking at the short term. I'm looking at what is this business going to give me long term, because this is a long term legacy builder, wealth generating business. So, what are you willing to give? Because if you're not willing to give anything, you can continue everything that you're doing now that's not working.
Yeah.
So really, that is my question to those who always says, I'm not a tech savvy. I'm not this. I'm not that. That is just a self limiting belief on yourself. But what are you willing to do so you can get out of your current situation? And that is really, that's the real answer. Because if you are not willing to do anything, nobody can help you. Not a digital business, not a traditional business, not your neighbor, not your family. Nobody can help you.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And did I miss that you answered that what convinced you to join this business when you were taking that 30 days trial?
what convinced me? I was desperate. I saw the community and everyday, normal people, were making money. But why not me? Why not me, a regular old me? Why can't it be me as well? And so I just really believe in myself, that no matter what this business, whatever the requirement, that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be successful in the business.
Yeah. Yes, that is the thing, if there is a will, there is a way. So that, from the Sophia story, that we can have that, that again a proof that if there is a will, there is a way. She is a busy ICU nurse. She has two small toddlers. She is very, very busy, but still she took the action and she started her business. And as like co-business owner, we know that how successfully Sophia is doing her business. And because of, I think the main thing here is her mindset. She again and again mentioned that she was desperate to change her situation. And she was not just desperate, in mind, she took action for that. And that's why she is, having this success. And slowly, soon she's going to be retired from her job, which was her dream when she started the business. So it happens, it did not happen overnight. It happened, because she tried, she took action, she worked hard. It's not easy when our children, when we have small toddlers, and or we are very busy with our, we are full time job, doing job. Whenever we have time, we think that let's scroll through social media, let's watch some reels, let's watch a Netflix. But that's not going to change our situation. If that time, if you want to use it productively, you can change your future, you can change your situation. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sophia, for inspiring us so much today. And I think we are done for today. And if you guys like to say something before we end our today's session, please go ahead, and then we will say goodbye to our audience.
Yeah, thank you, Sophia. Long way to go, and we are super proud of you. All the very best.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you also, Sophia. Hope wish you all the best up to the top.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much for giving me an opportunity to share this. And this is such a breath of fresh air because it's different than what we usually do. So I'm very, very grateful, and thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
all.
Sophia, and all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
bye, y'all.
bye.